My name is Maria Nolan, and the time that I realized that I was lost and needed saving was 2 years ago in the fall of 2021. I was 16 years old and I was going through one of the darkest times of my life at the time. My parents had just recently gotten divorced, and the back and forth of going from home to home brought back a lot of past trauma from when I was in foster care as a child. I was in foster care from about 1 month old to 3.5, and then I was adopted at 4.5. And so that resulted in me unfortunately being exposed to a lot of abuse and trauma. So as I got older, I struggled a lot in school, and I had a lot of family issues going on as well. So when I was 14, I actually had a therapist that introduced me to witchcraft, and she promised me that it would bring all these things to my life that I was looking for, including security and peace and love. And so between the ages of 14 and 16, I acquired hundreds of dollars worth of sorcery things. And throughout it all, everything she told me was a lie. And the only thing that I was doing to myself was digging myself a deeper grave, literally inviting Satan right into my life and just getting more depressed, more anxious. So when my parents were getting divorced, it made things so much harder. I also was setting myself up for a future of just solely gratifying myself, solely gratifying the world. And so at the time I had just gotten TikTok, and my For You page was very dark. It had a lot of dark videos, but throughout every video I would see videos about Jesus. I just thought they were silly. I thought it was taken too seriously, but gradually I started listening to them, and I started realizing that all the things that people were saying about Jesus was what I needed. And so eventually in the fall, early December of 2021, I decided that I wanted to learn more about Jesus, and I wanted to learn what it meant to be a Christian. So around that time, my mom also decided that she wanted to have a better relationship with Christ as well. So that's how we came to FCC. And around that time, I started studying my Bible, I started reading my Bible. I started realizing and starting learning about all the things that I was doing, how dangerous that was to myself, to my spirit. And so I took all things that I had, sorcery, I threw it into a fire pit, and I burned it all. So since then, everything that Jesus has done in my life, he's done a complete 180 on my life. I mean, all of my goals for the future have completely transformed. They're so much more fulfilling, and they mean so much more. My life has purpose, and being able to look back on times where I didn't see him in my life at the moment, being able to see him now is just so wonderful. And he's placed me on the West Virginia mission trip that the youth group does 2 times in a row, which has led me to meet so many great Christian mentors, and from the Sun Servants group that runs them, which has led me the opportunity to serve with them this entire summer on all of their trips, which I'm very excited about. And so I would like to be baptized because I was baptized when I was 5, but obviously I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what it meant. So now that I truly understand what it means for Jesus to have died on that cross, and what it means to be a Christian, I just want to have that public declaration of, my love for him and my gratitude towards, declaring my new life in him because of his grace only. And yeah.